What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Supper in a Can. We're back at Valdoro Chippy in the Chongate, and I'm joined by this week's very special guest, Denny's finest, Kim Blythe. Welcome to the show. Now, without further ado, Kim, let's get a munch.
Just ride with it, like, go and get live with it.
Kim, welcome to Supper in a Can.
Thank you for having me.
I'm actually delighted by this order, because it is what I've been thinking about all day, and I didn't want to ask you to get my own supper. But tell us all about it.
I feel like I mirror quite a lot of people in this that say I don't really get a chippy that often, and it's,
Really?
I'm the same. I don't really, but if I do, it's just sausage. You can't beat it.
For those that don't know, you're a comedian. Where did it all begin for you? Were you a funny person in school? Were you the class clown?
I like to think I was, but I think to the teachers I was just a fucking idiot. I was just annoying as fuck. People love just winding everyone up and being a wee attention seeker. So I was a wee fanny.
Yeah.
I was good in primary school. I was really good, and then I got to high school and I don't know.
Primary school was your peak. That was the
Aye,
same
I
way.
peaked.
I cooked in primary school.
Oh, I was like the smartest in the class. I was amazing, and then I hit about like 13. I was like, this is actually quite shite. And then I just died.
What did you want to be when you grew up then, when you were younger?
And I was really young. I wanted to be a footballer.
Really?
I wanted to play football, but I was quite shite. I was like, alright, average for a lassie, but in this standard, in this day and age, there's no danger I was getting into football because the lassies are actually really good now. When I was younger, it wasn't the same.
Nah.
If I'd keep you up who's doing the park, and you were like an absolute legend. I wanted to do that. Wanted to act when I was younger as well.
Really?
I went through a brief period when I wanted to be a rapper.
Wow. Can you freestyle?
A couple of drinks, I was getting an attempt.
Where was your first job?
My first job was Sports Direct.
Wow. In the retail part?
In the retail park, in Falkirk, that was
Matthew
my
Fakeney, he works there right now. Shout out Matthew
Shout out
Fakeney.
Matthew. Hope you get it this one. That was my first job, and then I got sacked when I was 21.
You made a face there, it seems like it. Is
There
there a story about the sack?
There is a story to it, which was part of my stand-up show, but now I'm kind of done with that show, so I suppose I can talk about it.
Get the
without
story
spoiling it.
told.
You know when you're younger, or not when you're younger, you know when your pal leaves their phone out, and you pick it up and you like take pictures
Of
and
course.
whatever, all that.
Selfies.
Aye, so me and two of my pals did that to my other pal. We took about 100 pictures, and in one of the pictures I had a wee bit of an intrusive thought that told me to get my arse out. So I got my arse out in the picture, my uniform and everything, and then my pal put it on Twitter because she thought it was funny, and I got sacked. Right, but the worst part, that's not even the worst part of the story, right? So see if you get sacked for a big company like that, you get what's called a disciplinary pack in the post, and it'll tell you what you're being sacked for and any supporting evidence. So I got sent a picture of my own arse to myself in the post.
That would be my enemy arc, man. If one of my pals posted my arse on Twitter in my work
I
uniform.
put it on her phone, so I've got to take a wee bit of responsibility for that.
Did it pure go viral on Twitter?
No, it was only up for like half an hour.
And they've seen
I
it?
think someone grassed on me, I think that's what happened.
You reckon?
Aye. There was conspiracies
Scumbags.
that someone grassed on me. But we all got sacked, she got sacked, we all got sacked.
Really?
Aye, and we all got sent a picture of my arse in the post.
Getting into London, because I feel like, as a Glasgow comedian, is this your first time going over borders to perform?
For my full show, aye. I've been down to London and done a gig before. I done like a wee 10-minute set. And I was just pure para. I was like, they're not going to be able to understand me.
Well, that's literally what I was going to say. I feel like Scottish person in general, it might be a wee bit difficult, but obviously you do have quite a thick accent. Is there that worry that like, I'm going to go down here and people are just going to stare at me?
Aye, there is. But then online, people say, but then I caption it as well, so I can't have the fucking captions with me.
That's what the guy we had on last week, he said that someone was so used to watching him on TikTok. Do you know Vittorio?
Aye, I fucking
So-
love him, aye.
So he was saying that people were too used to watching him online that he said that someone was telling him how they were watching him live and they caught themselves like looking down.
Try to look for the captions.
Try to look for the
Oh
captions.
my God, that's so funny. I mean, I done a set, I done it in Soho House of all places, which is just filled with like...
Ugh, Tories, innit?
Aye, pretty much, aye. There was one woman, she had the biggest hat ever. And I'm convinced that as I was doing my set, the hat was just getting bigger. She was like, that's too big. I felt very like, I don't belong here.
Yeah.
Aye. And I'm about to talk about fucking shite and you're just going to have to listen to it.
That's what I was going to say. So do you change up
Aye.
a wee bit? Would you change your show? What kind of things would you not? talk about in London
Aye,
drink?
there's more things. Like when I done my show this year, when I first done it in Glasgow in March.
Is this Might As Well?
Might As Well,
Right.
aye. I did have a section in the show, like a wee 5-minute about Glasgow specifically, or it was about the first time I moved to Glasgow. There was a lot of references about Glasgow, so when I went to the Fringe I was like, no one's going to know what I'm talking about. So I took it out. So you've got to kind of be mindful a wee bit.
So I know that you're a gamer. Do you like a wee bit of Red Dead?
I did, you have.
If I'm correct. What are we playing on? Are we an Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation, I've always been
What?
a PlayStation. Always been a PlayStation.
I wouldn't have thought that. You were given Xbox. You gave good vibes.
Is PlayStation bad?
So how I see it, right? I'm seeing Xbox. So here's the go. Xbox, Nike, Apple, and Ronaldo.
No, I'd put,
Yeah.
put PlayStation, no.
Adidas, Messi. What was the other thing I said there? I've completely forgot.
Android, you're going to say
Android,
no,
yes, Samsung.
You're not going to
100%.
No.
If PlayStation,
I'm leaving
I can't
it.
explain it,
One.
has the same aura as a Samsung.
I think Xbox does.
Nah.
Because it's Microsoft. It's fucking.
But see, Xbox is complicated. No, it's not. Xbox is it's simple. You've just got your wee buttons. PlayStation, you've got all the pure nah. And then it's it looks all, nah. Xbox, just a wee box. You just turn it on. PlayStation's it's like an aeroplane when you turn those things on, man.
I've got a PlayStation 5.
Oof.
It's silent.
We'll come back with
Can
more
you
of
do
that.
like a poll or something on this?
Yeah.
To say, right, there
I'll do it. In fact, we'll clip this and put it on Instagram.
There poll.
So it'll be tonight. Tonight, this poll will be live. Xbox or PlayStation. If you vote PlayStation, you're getting removed as a follower. But anyway, Kim, back to you. So you sold out shows at the Glasgow International Comedy Festival with Might As Well, your tour. For those who haven't seen it, explain a wee bit more about it. Why is it called Might As Well, first of all?
Purely because I've wanted to do stand-up for years and I never did because I was too scared, and eventually this year, quite like yourself, we were talking about earlier, how 2024 you thought I'm going to do this, and I was kind of the same. I thought, no, this is the year I'm going to give it a bash, and it just fit. I was like, oh, Might As Well, and that was the name of it. And the show is just like an introduction. It is just stories, I feel like getting sacked and just stuff that happened when I was younger, just all daft funny stories.
Do you find your comedy through them past life experiences then? Is that how you would find your things?
Absolutely, I think it's the funniest stories always come to the worst situations.
Oh, 100%.
You know, things that have been terrible, like getting sacked at the time. I mean, I joke about it, people love the story. That wasn't funny at the time.
I can imagine.
I lived on my own, I had bills to pay, I was terrified, I was in a really shit situation because of a stupid mistake, but then years later here I'm
Class.
I was at
Laughing
Fringe,
about it.
just laughing about it, and people are
Correct.
greeting because it's nice, but that's where the best stories come from.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but are you involved in a wee bit of writing? Are you helping out in the BBC at all? BBC Scotland?
Yeah.
I seen a photo of you and it was like a heavy dream team.
It was a dream team, aye.
Am I correct?
I was invited to the writer's room for the Hogmanay show this year,
Wow.
which was
How was that?
honestly, man, I could have pinched the whole day. I was just pure looking about
Greg Kempa was there, wasn't he? Because I've literally got this written down.
And I'm just I got to, so we had lunch and it just happened to be that everyone was talking and me and Greg were just on the end. And we were just chatting away, and it was just nice. And then I remember I got pure lost in a conversation with him, and then was like, holy fuck, I'm talking to Greg Hemphill, this is mad. And I just said to him, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I don't want to be that person. I was like I used to watch Chewing the Fat when I was wee. Ever since I was wee, I've idolised him and 4K, and then I've loved them, and I was like, this is just a pure.
I'm gonna get them on it.
Yes.
One day.
He's honestly, and I'm not just saying this, and I tell everyone who would listen to me the day after that, I just tell, I was like, he genuinely is the nicest person I've ever met in my life. He didn't know me for anything, and he took the time to, we sat at lunch, because he could also got away with probably having lunch by himself,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
yeah,
he didn't,
definitely.
he stayed with us all, and it was just me and him, and he was just chatting, he just seemed dead interested in me, whereas I'm like, what the fuck, you're fucking Greg Hemphill, and you're asking me about, the nicest guy ever. I cannot see a world where he wouldn't do something like this.
Well, Greg.
There you go, Greg.
We're clipping this. Please, Greg. But, so the Hogmanay special, even being in a room with those kind of people, does that, surely that's a wee bit of a wow, I'm doing something right here.
100%, aye.
Was that one of the first moments you felt like that, or? When did you say was your
this year has just been filled
Mama,
with
I
moments.
made it moment?
Just this year's been mental. This has been the most mental year of my life. I mean, I never thought I'd even do stand-up, and it's like, once you do stand-up, see the amount of doors it open, because I don't think I ever would have got asked to do that off the back of, like, TikTok.
Really?
Maybe, but I think it's doing stand-up, it is you showing that you can actually write, you're not just, you've got the capability to actually structure something. That was definitely probably one of the biggest pinch me moments. It just didn't feel real. I was like, I shouldn't be here.
Who else was involved then? Because there's a few other names that I remember seeing, but I don't want to say in case I'm wrong.
Paul.
Aye, Paul Black, was he not a thing in it?
Aye, Paul Black.
I'm
Mark,
just gonna...
his brother.
Mark Black, Paul Black.
Mark would be good on this. Yeah. Aye.
He follows it. He left me on scene too. Yeah, a lot of people left me on scene. Do you know who else left me on scene?
The walkout.
Camfi still game.
Really?
He followed me on Instagram. I go and look him up and it said follow back, and I was like, what the fuck? When did he follow me on Instagram? Follow him instantly and text him. I said to Gavin Mitchell about it, and he was like, Mark, stop being talented in real life or something like that. But my sister sent me you and was like, I love her, please try and get her on. And I'd seen one of them, and my dad knows you from your Reform video. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, right,
he said that was really funny.
Oh, did
he said
he
he'd
like
seen you
that?
through that. Because that's where my dad sees you, Twitter. So my dad's a heavy Twitter fiend, which kind of makes me feel a bit uneasy because of how weird Twitter is these days. And I know he's definitely scrolling on some porn, but hey, we'll let it pass, John.
Well, that's what Twitter's for. No, I don't really. I was saying that the other day that I was like, I can
You post?
Twitter.
You do post on Twitter, don't you?
No, I posted the Reform stuff for some, because it's quite. I feel like Twitter's quite
So
a political place,
political.
so I mean, it was fucking risky because I got a lot of shite. But
Did you?
I got a lot of shite. You can imagine.
Do you? Does it get? Because obviously with everything comes hate. Do you let it get to you? Does it?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't care. I had a chat with my pal the other day there, because she ended up getting a clip put up. She done something with the BBC. A clip got put up, and a wee guy had called it shite or something, and she was like, "Man, this pure discouraged me. I want to show people more stuff, but I don't want to get I don't think I can handle it." I was like, "Don't give them the power." I was like, they tend to just be wee angry guys. Like, just don't give them the power to like affect you.
I think for me anyway. See if you start getting hate, you're doing it well.
Oh, aye, the minute you
Because
start.
you're doing it enough to the point where people are watching it and commenting something against you.
Aye.
That's class.
Aye, how
I love it when
invested
people.
you-
I mean, I laugh at them because there's one guy in particular that comments on almost every one. Obviously, his aren't a bit funny because I know that he's being serious, but I still laugh at them.
You're doing something that they would love to. If someone said to them, "Do you want to do your own podcast?" But of course I do. You know what I mean, or your own show, or whatever it would be. But because they see someone doing it, and it kind of sparks it in them, go, "Oh, fuck him."
Welcome back to Gio's Onion Challenge. Hell yeah, that's right. We're not going away. And this week, Kim is unfortunately shite-bagged it and only gone for 2. You're not going for the champ. I can't lie, I don't really remember what episode this is going to be, but there was a mental number thrown about, and you may or may not be on the leaderboard beside this number. But anyway, the rules are you need to finish them before placing another one in your mouth.
Oh, that's even what. So you can't even.
You can't,
how
no,
did that
no.
person, he must
Exactly.
have just pure swallowed them whole.
I don't know how he did it, to be
Like
fair.
Pharisee
I feel bad for his toilet after that.
Aye.
But one in a time, and then afterwards, at the end of the 60 seconds, show us that mouth and show us that
Are
it's
you gonna-
empty.
Are you
I'm gonna
chat
time you.
At all?
Of
Because
course.
Is this just going to be silence?
No,
It's gonna be the
I'll be
weirdest
giving
mukbang
you running commentary. Could you pass my phone, please? Handsome cameraman Fraser. Thank you. Right, Kim, your 60 seconds starts in 3, 2, and you're off. There we go. So we've got one down. Kim is the only guest to be covering her mouth and not giving us. There's some serious ASMR going. You've got it. Come on. 40. Come on, Kim. I believe in you. 40 seconds on the clock. You just need to chew it. You just need ang, ang, ang. That's the.
It's so juicy, man.
That's what I'm. It's 2 bite. Down the hatch. You've got 25 seconds. See, as long as you get this down you're not going to be dead last. So as long as this one onion is swallowed, then you're making it on the leaderboard.
I'm waiting up.
You're not getting it.
Man.
15 seconds to go. There's still some chewing going on. Don't want to pressure you here, but there is only 10 seconds remaining. You've got 7 seconds, Kim, to finish that one onion. 4, 3,
Done.
2,
Done.
1. Kim,
Easy.
show the people. Is there any remaining onion?
I'm opening my mouth.
Have you got it?
Aye, it's done.
There we go. Kim, you're on the leaderboard. You may be dead last, but you're on the leaderboard.
I'm there and that's all that matters.
What have you got to say to next week's opponent?
You've got some stiff competition for me. It was 1 in 1 minute.
So, what would you say has been the hardest challenge that you've faced so far in your comedy career? Like, what do you think's been the hardest decision that you've had to make?
Doing the fringe was a really hard decision.
Yeah. Were you doubting it beforehand?
Yeah, it was just because I'm so new, and the fringe is hard to do. So,
Such an iconic thing as well. I
It
was
is,
going to speak up on it, but
and then it's one of those things. It's like, are you kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you do it too soon, or you better? Because that's what all this is just decision making. You're
100%.
just trying to figure out
If it's the right time.
Is the right time? Is it the best? Should I go big? Should I go small and safe? Should I, And even like for next year, I'm looking at venues, and it's like I could go for a smaller venue and probably guarantee to sell out the full run, or they'll be more ambitious and try and
100%,
you know what I mean.
believe in
Aye,
yourself.
It's trying to, but then if it doesn't work out, then you're sitting there going, "Did this one?"
because that's the thing as well. Because you're looking at all these views. Do you know what I mean? But it's just like, I know from speaking to people, it is hard turning all these numbers up here
100%.
into physical, having each people in the room. 'Cause especially with social media, like,
We've
who
seen it
knows who's
loads of
watching it?
times. I mean, but is that the numbers that they don't add up? I would say for every one person that will come and see you in real life, that equates to maybe like 10,000 people on social media. You know what I mean? Like the numbers,
Yep.
the exchange. Because it's no, just because you've got like 200,000 followers, that doesn't mean that you're going to pack it. That maybe equates to
200,000.
maybe getting 200 people in a room. You know what I mean? Because it's just,
Do you think it's the case of like pricing or timing? Do you look at, like, see when you're planning a show, what do you kind of take into consideration when you're doing dates? Like, I know this might sound a bit bizarre, but like, our birthday's popular this month. Is there something else going on in Glasgow? Is there another comedian playing? Would you
Yeah.
kind of look into that stuff, or is it
I don't
more
think I would ever look
what's free for you?
into other people and that.
No.
Fuck them.
Do it.
No, but you do think, I mean, timing's a big thing, especially during the fringe, because you can do gigs during the day. I personally wouldn't want to do a gig during the day,
Aye, well,
because
para.
ideally, I would want to
Mate,
make
have
sure
them
that-
pushed.
Aye, you want them pushed, and you also don't want people having to commit to like taking a day after work or something to come see you. So I'd like to do it at night, but not too late either, and so things like that maybe. But in terms of doing Glasgow, no, it's what I want. It's bad.
Where would you be your dream location? In Glasgow first, and then we can go for the whole world.
Dream location.
Oh,
Well, I done the
sorry, I just kicked it. Pure para.
I supported a comedian last week at the Pavilion. That was cool.
Wow, that's so funny. I walked past the Pavilion 2 nights ago, and I wanted to take a photo of it on Snapchat, just to have my own and caption it. I'm going to do a live show here one day, just so I can have it, because I think that would be,
Aye.
if I was ever to do a live on the Pavilion, just because it's such an iconic place.
It's
You know
such,
what I mean?
I would love the Pavilion or the King's Theatre. I would love that's like ultimate goal, because I mean there's no point.
Not Celtic
saying-
Park. That would be the goal.
Maybe like in like, is it the Kerrydale Suite or something?
In the number 7. We briefly mentioned the Edinburgh Fringe, but that is a comedian's dream, a Scottish comedian's dream.
Absolutely.
Never mind just Scottish, actually it is, because I forget that the Edinburgh Fringe is it's a worldwide thing.
It absolutely is. If anything, it's harder for Scottish people sometimes
Really?
to get in.
So how did you get in? How did you get involved in it?
I was really lucky to be put in touch with Gildy Bloom. Gildy Bloom are, they call it, say, one of the big four. It's one of the big four kind of companies, production companies. And I was just very lucky to get in touch with them. And to be honest, they took a bit of a chance on me, because I could have been an absolute flop. I'd only like to stand up and that's when I was saying, like, I didn't know if I should do it. I was like, is this too early? Am I going to end up having a bad experience and then it'll put me off me doing it in the future? So they took the chance, and it went better than I could ever ask. I won an award. It was amazing. And they've asked me to go back next year, so aye.
There we go.
So
Well, that was what I was going to say. Is there anything then coming soon? Is there any wee supper and a can specials that we can get from you?
literally just, I'm going to be doing this. I've not announced it yet, but I will be doing the Glasgow Comedy Festival. It will be March. I just don't know
The date.
the date. I've got a name for the show. I've not told anyone. I can give you the exclusive if you want. I really don't care that much. The show's going to be called Cowboy.
Ah. Why Cowboy?
Because I feel like this last year I've been a pure cowboy. I've just been winging it through absolutely everything. So
I love it.
it's just, this whole year it's just been me. Because people sometimes ask me like, oh, you got a manager, you got this, and I don't. I have nothing. I've got a pal who helps me with some admin stuff, and that's it. I just do everything myself, but I don't know what I'm doing. so Cowboy just seemed like an appropriate, and also I'm obsessed with Red Dead, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's really why
That
I've
is
called
definitely
it.
why. Come on. Yeah. Well, Kim, it has been an absolute pleasure to share this
Thank
supper
you
with
so
you.
much.
If they're wanting to find you on any social medias, where is that at?
On TikTok at kbfilms92, and then on Instagram at kim.blythe.comedy.
Kim,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much. Guys, we'll see you next week. God bless.
Just ride with it, like, go and get live with it. But niggas don't like me cause I'm nice with it. And the girl gets hyped to it in that deep.